Crystal, and I'm back with another day of Vlogmas. I am feeling just the tiniest little bit better today, but I'm still not 100%, so I'm going to bring you my foundation collection. I'm going to talk about a little bit about each one and whether or not I would recommend it. And then, well, I'm so unorganized. I originally was cleaning off my vanity today and I came across one product that I purchased and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be the funnest video to talk about like my biggest beauty regret or beauty purchase regrets of 2020. But then I realized most of those things that I absolutely could not stand and hated, I've like either like taken back or like given away to someone who maybe could use it when I couldn't. But I still have one of those products left. So before we begin, I want to give just an incredible shout out to the Colourpop Freckle Pen. Now, I know this is about 95% on me because I purchased this. I think I spent $8 on this. Not only did I get the dark one, I also, I went all out, guys, and I got the light colored one too. Now, let me just give you a quick demonstration. I don't even do TikTok, and fake freckles were all the rage this summer, but this is what this looks like. I don't know why I'm doing this like right before the video. If you tap them too much, then they move, and then it looks really, really bad. So the funny thing is I preach to you guys constantly like sunscreen, 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 I can't talk. And then people put fake freckles on. Who knew? So that out of what I have left definitely would be like, I don't know why the heck I purchased these freckle pens. Okay, so moving on. I also want to give just a quick shout out to SHEIN. This is not sponsored, but if you see the pajamas I'm wearing, this house is old and cold. I tell you that all the time, you guys. And these fleece pajamas, they're it. They are 100% it. The neck is a little like funky and I can't get it to like set right, but I don't even care because they are warm and they're cute and I am living for this set. More to come in a SHEIN haul in the next day or two. I just gotta wait till I get a little bit more energy because I have a ton of stuff that I gotta show you. So before this video ends up being like 30 hours long, let's jump right on into it. The first foundation that I have in front of me is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. Now, I wear this in Ivory Beige. This is a really, really good drugstore foundation. I think it's like right around $11, $12. And by far like the closest, I think, color match that I've ever gotten in a drugstore foundation that wasn't like too orange or like too pinky. This one has hyaluronic acid and collagen in it, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't settle into any fine lines or wrinkles. Not that I have any, but if I did, they wouldn't settle into them. It just looks really, really nice. I love, it's not too heavy. It's definitely like, I'd say like medium coverage. You can build it up, but yeah, and I like that it has a pump. It's way easy to get out. Next up, ignore this bottle. Like, I broke my like bottle in my dropper, so I moved my Marc Jacobs Remarkable into this empty serum bottle, and it's just as messy. I don't know if you can see there on the top. I love this foundation for when I need a full coverage moment. Like if my face is like broke out, like if someone punched me in the face, I think it would cover that. Like, it covers everything, but it is the messiest foundation to work with. So I love to hate it. So I don't use that very often, but I wanted to mention it because it is mine. What do you guys, are you digging the freckles? Okay, next up, this is a great one, especially in summer, but I like to use this too when I'm just around the house and I don't want a full face, but I want to feel somewhat put together. This is the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer from Colourpop. This is super, super affordable. I wear 4N Fair. And I really, really like this. Obviously, if you have, you know, a lot of stuff you want to cover up, this isn't the way to go. But if you're looking for something that just lightweight evens you out just a little bit, this is amazing. And I highly suggest trying it if you haven't. It's also nice too. Some people use it as like a primer and then like build it up with like concealer or whatever. And you definitely can do that. I just noticed I have a big giant scrunchie on my wrist. Okay. Next up, this one I love. This is the Anastasia Beverly can't talk, but you know this. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. This one, I don't know if I have the right color or not. I have it in 200W. I really like this. It's not so thick and like gross feeling on my face, but it definitely looks like a full coverage foundation. It says luminous, but it's not like overly glowy. I like to look kind of glowy, but not like over the top, like, you know, like I'm from another planet on a day-to-day basis anyway. So for that, this one is really, really nice, and it wears off evenly throughout the day, but you definitely get like a full 8 hours of wear. So I really, really like this guy. Next up, with our Colourpop theme, we have the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic, the actual foundation, the hydrating foundation. I bought this the day that it came out, and I absolutely love it. Again, it has the pump top, which is nice. It's only $16. I'd say it's like light to medium coverage. You can build it up. It doesn't settle into fine lines. This is actually one of my favorite go-tos out of like everything that I have, and it's super, super affordable. Next, this one is the most recent one I think that I purchased. This is the Faux Filter Stick Foundation from Huda Beauty. I wear the color, what is it? Shortbread 200B. I absolutely love this foundation. I literally just put a few stripes on my face, grab my foundation brush, blend it, and I have makeup on within 30 seconds. I also like that I can carry it in my purse and it's not going to like spill or get on anything. Plus the packaging is just really cool and it's super sleek and I love it. That one is a little more pricey. I think it's $38 full price. I don't know, it seems to, like you might go through this a little faster than you would say an ounce of liquid foundation, but I don't know, I love the way that it looks. I'm actually wearing it right now. That's what's on my face. It's not super full coverage, but it's definitely covers everything that I need it to cover. And this is not a paid sponsorship. I know everybody on YouTube was pushing that foundation, but I didn't see any videos on it like from older people or like people with mature skin, so I kind of had to like order it and wing it, but it is just as good as they say. I was really, really pleased with that. Next up, we have a good old drugstore CoverGirl in Olay, the Simply Ageless. I've had this for a minute, so they might have updated the packaging. I'm not sure. This is a 3-in-1 foundation. Again, we have a pump. This stuff runs about $13.99. I really like this. I feel this a little more on my skin than say like the Colourpop one. But it's definitely hydrating. It definitely feels nourishing, but I do definitely have to like set this with like a powder or something, or I feel like it's gonna move all over my face. But I do like it for the way that like the final product looks like when I'm done, if that makes sense. I feel like it definitely like smooths out like any fine lines or wrinkles and just gives me really nice, even, flawless face. Next up, this one I didn't really use a whole lot because it says light medium, like the way that, okay, this is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream. The way that they divide like the colors that it's available in, like the lightest one I could find was light medium, and it's a little orange for me, in my pale ass, so I didn't really wear it a whole lot. I did try it once or twice, and I wish I could find one of this that more closely matches my skin tone, because I absolutely love the way this feels. I love that it has a sunscreen built in. It's just too dark for me. Next up, in my search for a BB or CC cream, I came across the Physicians Formula Super CC cream. This one I believe too is also light medium, and again I love the way that this looks. This goes on more, because it's a CC cream, more like an actual foundation, but however, like it is, I don't know if you can see on there, but because it's light medium, it is too dark for me. So maybe, I don't know, the last one I have to try, I need to try the IT Cosmetics one. I don't know why there's so few shades in the CC creams, but it's a little frustrating. Here we go with another CC cream. This one's by Thrive Cosmetics. This is the Buildable Blur CC cream. Now this one I was able to get in fair, and then guess what? It's too light for me. I've worn it a few times. I definitely have to put on like bronzer and blush with it, but this one has a really, really nice consistency. This one's a little more spendy. I want to say it was like in the 30s, so be like comparable to the IT Cosmetics one. And I just love what the Thrive Cosmetic brand stands for, so I definitely would continue to support them. Maybe next time I would just order this in light instead of fair. Next up, this is just a little sample guide, but I had to include it because it's bougie. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Airbrush Foundation. I got this as a sample with a Sephora order, and I got the number 4 neutral. I definitely love the way this foundation performs. I've used it a few times, but I think 4 was just a little bit too dark for me. I can definitely wear it and pull it off, but I have to lighten it up a little bit with concealer. But if I had the money to blow, I definitely would invest in a full-size bottle of that. Next up, I know it's a lot of foundations. I'm like realizing that right now. We have another drugstore brand. So this, or another drugstore find. Sorry, this is the Revlon Color Stay Makeup for normal to dry skin. This has an SPF of 20. I use the color 110 Ivory. This one is very thick, but it does like allow you to get it kind of like spread out before it dries down. This one you can set or not set. Like, I don't feel like I have to put powder on. However, I feel like this one, even though it's supposed to be Color Stay, I felt like it did not even make it through like the entire workday. And that was like one reason I went out and replaced it with something else. But I do like that it has a pump. Maybe if I had set it with powder, it would have lasted longer. Definitely, I feel like there's way better drugstore options available than that one. Next up, I bought these two actually, when I did my Shop Miss A, like everything's $1 makeup video. It was one of my very first videos that I did here on this channel. I don't think I've used either one of them since. Hopefully, I can donate some of this stuff that I've like pumped once and never touched once we can move about the cabin and COVID is getting a little better. So this one was way too thick. I didn't like it. This one I would actually give another try to, but it's very similar to this foundation, which is one of my favorites. So next up, we have the Hint Hint Skin Tint. This is from the Morphe 2 line. I have the color Hint of Marshmallow Fair with Neutral Undertones. This was marketed to younger folks. Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio were the like brand ambassadors for it. But I loved it. This came out over the summer when I didn't want a heavy foundation. Most of the time, like knock on wood, my skin's in pretty good shape and I don't absolutely have to wear a full coverage foundation, and I really don't like feeling all the makeup on my face. So this is an amazing option for me. I think if you've been holding off on trying it because you felt like this was for teenagers, like you're doing yourself a disservice. This is an amazing skin tint and I absolutely 100% recommend it. Last up, we have a mini. Oh, this one I just got too. I've used it once and I'm going to save it for when I just need a pick-me-up. This stuff is amazing. It's actually only, I think, $60 full price. So maybe someday after Christmas or something. This is the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. This stuff is so nice. I got it in the sample in the color 2. It is like pretty much dead on for my color, which is funny because it's the right color, but when I put it on I feel like I am like a Casper the Friendly Ghost, but it matches my neck. Sorry, I have like an itchy eye going on right now. I'm sure that's really cute. Okay, yeah, so this stuff is amazing. I get what all the hype is about, and 10 out of 10 would recommend this as well, especially if you have the money to blow on it. So that was my foundation collection, you guys. I'm trying to break my collection down because I know it like would be the longest video if I did everything together. So I'm thinking we'll just keep on doing it this way, and then once I show you everything, then maybe we'll go through and we'll do a declutter and get everything ready for donation. Thanks for tuning in to Vlogmas today. Here's to feeling better tomorrow, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, hey, I always forget to say this, but if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. That really helps me out. And, you know, it's fun here. So you might as well, yeah, hit the subscribe button. Oh, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you liked it. That lets me know that you like it, and I know what to keep making for you guys. So anyways, see you tomorrow. Bye.